We have another baby shower haul. Look at all this stuff I got. So fun. I had my baby shower yesterday and it was just like a family shower. So I had Mike's family, my family. There was probably 20 or so people there. It was so fun. We had such a good time. Just eating and chatting and talking about baby, and not just my baby, all kinds of babies. I have cousins that are pregnant. There were babies at the party, so babies all around. But I got a ton of cute stuff. I'll have to show you guys when I unload all these bags, some of the things that I got. But at this point, sorry, I gotta get comfortable. Holy cow. At this point, we are pretty much ready for this kid to come. I got a lot of the things that I needed still on my list. And so it's nice to have the shower over because now I can just focus on getting those last few items that I need for baby to come. Really, there's not a ton that I need to get still. I have a few postpartum things I need to still get for me, and then when it comes to him, I think we're set. Maybe a few more pairs of pants, but I think we're set. So I'm excited. I'm 35 weeks. Why do I keep saying 35 weeks? I am not 35 weeks. I am 34 weeks and 3 days today. So we're getting closer. I think now I keep saying 35 weeks because in my mind there's about 5 weeks left. 5 weeks left, which is nothing. I can't even believe he'll be here in 5 weeks, which is funny because 5 weeks is such a small amount of time, yet when you're really big and uncomfortable, like I am, 5 weeks is a really long time, and I want to hold my baby. I'm so excited, and so 5 weeks to wait to hold him, it feels long. So he'll get here soon enough, and my whole world will change. So I'm grateful for the last 5 weeks I have to kind of prep and get everything ready and be ready emotionally. And even though I feel like I'm ready, these last 5 weeks will really, they'll be good. So I am to the point where I'm just so uncomfortable. Like leaning forward too far is uncomfortable, leaning back too far is uncomfortable, sitting's uncomfortable, standing's uncomfortable, laying down, everything's uncomfortable. So, and clothes are uncomfortable. I had to put on real clothes for my baby shower yesterday. Well, I didn't have to. I can choose what I wear, but I chose to put on real clothes like jeans, and it was hard. I don't love it because I don't work. So I spend most of my days in sweats, pregnant or not pregnant. I spend most of my days in sweats because I'm home almost all the time, and that's what I'm most comfortable in. So putting on real clothing, especially in this pregnant body, for me is pretty rare. So I'm pretty sure yesterday was my last day of putting on real clothing until after the baby comes, and probably for a little while after the baby comes, because I don't like maternity jeans. And it's funny because I was just talking to a friend of mine and she's like, how do you not like them? I love them, they're so supportive. And I don't like them. I feel like there's just too much pressure. I want as little as possible on my stomach, like when it comes to tight clothing. So that big full panel, I don't love it. And I have the low panel pants, and I don't love those because they don't stay up. So I just, sweats, nightgowns. That's really where it's at. I gave my friend a nightgown for Christmas, the same friend that I was talking about, because she's pregnant too. I gave her that same one, those ones that I love, the Nesting Olive brand. And I gave her one for Christmas, and I said, I don't know if you're into these, but they are my favorite thing ever. And like when you just feel like you need a little bit of relief from the pressure of like waistbands, a nightgown is the way to go. She was really excited about it. So hopefully she enjoys them as much as I do. But besides being super uncomfortable, acid reflux is like kicked into high gear. I probably had my worst night yet last night. I still managed somehow to get some sleep, but it was probably the worst night I've ever had pregnant on having acid reflux. So I am eating Tums, lots and lots of Tums, yet still trying to keep it, you know, at a low number so I don't end up with kidney stones or something. So Tums, are a lifesaver at this point in my pregnancy. And I'm sure the next 5 weeks will be the same. So being uncomfortable and the acid reflux, that's kind of where we're at. Other than that, and not really being able to eat very much, but that's okay. I probably should really slow down the eating anyway. I spent most of my pregnancy eating what I want with 2 like points of making sure that I hit. I'm always trying to make sure I hit my water goal every day, and I'm always trying to make sure I hit my vegetable goal for the day. And then once those 2 things are hit, like I kind of just do what I feel and do what I want, which is not normally how I operate. I normally am very restrictive, and just in my normal life very restrictive, and trying to eat healthy all the time and watching what I eat. So being pregnant has kind of been a nice break because I've just kind of been a little bit relaxed. And I'll probably carry that in through my nursing, at least in the beginning, to really try to boost my milk supply. But at the same time, I do want to lose this baby weight. I'm really happy with the amount of weight I've gained. I've, at this point, gained about 30 pounds, and that is perfect for where I want to be. I'm sure the next few weeks will bring a few more pounds, but that's okay. I really, as much as I love being healthy and feeling fit and being strong, that's okay. I mean, this is part of the territory. This is what comes with pregnancy. So yeah, my goal is to make sure that I get back at least really close to where I was before I get pregnant again. And if I don't, I don't, but that's my goal, because, you know, every time I get pregnant, it's just gonna compound on what I've already gained. So hopefully I can lose it all before I get pregnant with the next one. But you never know. I'm also in my 30s, and losing weight in the 30s, there is a huge difference between trying to lose weight in your 30s and losing weight in your 20s. I noticed that, like, the moment I turned 30 years old, everything just felt harder. Just being healthy felt harder, working out felt harder, everything felt harder. So anyways, the nursery's almost done. We just have a few more things, but really, he's not going to be spending much time in the nursery for the first little while because he'll be sleeping in a bassinet in our bedroom. So as much as I'd like to get it done just to have it be done, it's not really necessary, and honestly, it's not necessary anyway. The nursery is for me, not really for him. I mean, it is his room, but he's not going to really realize it until he's quite a bit older. So there are a few more things we need to get for the nursery, but we're there, we're set. But I'm not going to show you until it's done because it is so cute. I love it. It's very much a space that brings me peace and makes me feel calm. My mom would call that boring because my mom's very into the cutesy baby look, because she says let your babies be young while they're young. And I totally agree. But for now, the nursery is my room. So when he's a little bit older, maybe we'll decorate it to be something that's a little more juvenile. But for now, it fits my personality and it really matches the rest of my house. So that's just kind of, you can tell my house is like the same all the way throughout. So anyway, update on the P.O. box. You guys are so sweet. We got it all taken care of. So I will put the P.O. box address below. It's P.O. Box 515. But I'll put below, and then I'll also put it on our About page so that you can go back and reference it if you forget which video I talked about it. So you guys are so sweet. I feel really like awkward about it because you don't have to send me stuff, but you guys have pushed really hard. And I wanted to give you the opportunity to do so if you really wanted to. So feel no pressure in sending us anything. However, if you do, we are so grateful. We love mail, and thank you so much for anything that you send us. You guys are so sweet, and you have been so supportive through this entire journey, and I can't believe how long some of you have been with us. We have people that have been following us from the very beginning of our journey and have commented and just been so supportive and kind. So thank you, truly thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are so grateful to have you here and have really felt your support. One more thing before I end. You guys have been really helpful on, like in the past when I've asked for like baby gear. that you guys love, or postpartum stuff that you guys feel is good and necessary. I have been researching and getting ready to pack my hospital bag. So I have been looking at all kinds of lists online, but I would love to know what you guys feel like is an absolute must-have in the hospital, what you guys feel like is completely unnecessary, some maybe things that you took to the hospital that you did never use, or things that you didn't take that you wish you had. Please let me know, because I would love to compile and get my bag going. I mean, we are getting a little bit closer, and I really want to have that bag packed. So please, in the comments, let me know things that you took or things that you feel like are necessary or whatever, so I can get my bag packed, because that kind of stresses me out. We are not very far from our hospital, though. We are maybe 10 minutes away. So if I needed something, my husband could easily come home and get it. It's not that big of a deal. And both my parents and Mike's parents also live close to the hospital, so because we're all kind of in the same area. So if we needed anything, anybody could bring us anything. But it's just nice to already have everything that you need, so you don't have to worry about it. We did get our birth photographer booked. I am so excited. Finally booked, paid, everything. She is on call already, so anytime I go into labor, she is ready to go. She will come to the hospital when I'm dilated between about a 6 and a 7. Her normal protocol is to come to the hospital when her patients, first-time moms, are dilated about a 9. But that made me really uncomfortable, and I talked to my sisters, and I have 3 sisters that have kids, and I talked to them and asked them how quickly they, on their first babies, how quickly they moved from being dilated to a 9 to actively pushing. And each of them they all agreed that it was really quite quick. And yes, I may not be the same as my sisters, but that's the closest example I can, like, they're the closest to me that I can get, you know? So I talked to my photographer, and she's like, if your sisters move quickly, she's like, I will show up, no big deal. For both of our sakes, me and the photographer, I do hope that I labor quickly. That would be nice, because I really will feel bad if she is sitting in the hospital for hours and hours when I begged her to come a little bit earlier than she normally would. So for both of our sakes, I really hope that I labor kind of quickly. But I'm so excited to have her. I was not really sure if I was gonna do a birth photographer or not, but you know, when it just came down to those special moments, and having waited so long for this baby and waiting for that moment for so long, I really wanted those moments to be documented. And yes, we'll be doing video, but we won't be actively doing video. We won't be, I mean, hopefully everything works out beautifully, but we won't necessarily, this is not our focus, taking the video. And so I wanted a photographer there, somebody who was just focused on getting those moments just in case we miss those moments. So that I can look back and remember. But she is booked. We are so excited to have her, and hopefully our video doesn't get in the way of her and she's being paid. So we'll definitely make sure that everything is according to her needs, so we're excited. Other than that, that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna unpack all this stuff from the shower, and I'll show you guys some of the things that we got. I'm so excited. We're almost there. We're almost done. 5 more weeks. How are we even there? I can't even believe it. I'm gonna be holding my baby in 5 weeks. That's crazy to me. I've waited so long for this, and so to actually be like doing it, it doesn't even feel real. Like, this is not real. I wonder how long it'll take after I have him for me to realize this is real. Probably when I'm like 2 weeks in and so sleep deprived, I just want to like cry. But I can't even believe it's happening. This is completely unreal. So I will show you guys some of this awesome stuff that I got from my shower. Well, I finally started unloading everything from my baby shower. I'm just slow to get things done these days. But look at all this stuff. So much stuff. Oh my goodness. Books. There's a swing. So much stuff. I wanted to show you. So I thought these were really cool. My cousins gave these to me. These are handkerchief bibs, but they come with teethers attached to them, and each one, they gave me quite a few, each one has its own teether, and the teether can come off. So you can wash it or put it in the fridge or whatever it is you want to do, and then of course they're adjustable to fit the size of the baby. But I thought those were so cool. I've never seen that before. So the brand on those are Vumen Box. So she said she just got them on Amazon. So she has them for her son, and she says they are awesome. So those are really cool. I'm excited about those. And I have a lot, so that's awesome. A few other things. I got some Bumbos. I actually got 2 Bumbos, so I'll have to return one of those. But Bumbo, I got a Boppy, which I'm excited about. And I got some Swaddles, which are a necessity. Got my crib sheets finally so I can put his crib together. Got some books. Can't ever get enough books. I have an aunt that is known as the book lady. When I was growing up, she did like book fairs and things at the school, and so anytime I'm looking for like a good book, I don't know if she does novels, I think it's more for like picture books, but anytime I'm looking for like a good book, I know that she'll have a good recommendation. But she gave me a couple of books, and anytime I get a book from her, I know it's going to be awesome. So these are the 3 books that she got me. Tap the Magic Tree. This one's cute. Christy Matheson's the author. If you've seen the button, I don't know what it's called, but the button book where you push the button, it's kind of similar, but this one I like because it's a little bit more, I don't know, actually has like a story behind it. But this one, for instance, we're talking about a tree. So rub the tree to make it warm. Touch each bud and see what forms. Buds on the tree. Give the tree a little jiggle. So it's just like cute interactive book. She really likes it. And I guess this Christy Matheson has a few of these books just with like different subjects, I guess. So that's a cool book. And then she gave me this one. I haven't read through it yet, The Big Umbrella, but it looks beautiful. The illustrations are pretty. So there's that one. That one is by Amy June Bates. And then, of course, a board book. I love board books. This is called Hug by Jez Alborough. So just cute animal book. So those are from my book lady aunt. So I know they'll be awesome. And then just some popular ones, of course. Popular books you just can't have a baby and not have, right? A few other things I wanted to show you. This blanket right here. My mom is the greatest blanket maker. So she made this. My mom's really a quilter, and every new baby that comes into the family gets a quilt. So she's working on that. She said it'll be like a year before it's done, which is funny. It's totally fine if I don't have the quilt from my mom by the time the baby's born. But she just made this little minky blanket for me. And I love it because she made it big. She said, I made a big blanket for you and for the baby because sometimes you get cold too. So it's cute. It's just got little bears on it. Little bears with the honey. My grandma did this one, did the crocheting around the edge, so that's sweet. My grandma also makes these. I don't think she does it anymore because she's getting a little bit older, but she also used to crochet around hangers, and that way when you put clothes on they don't slip off. So I got a few of those. My sister gave me this basket, which is cute because it fits perfectly in his room. So just a few things. Oh, my mom gave me this teddy bear. Isn't that sweet? It says my first teddy on it. So that's sweet, and it's just small. And when I opened it, everyone was like, oh, that's the perfect size. And then, of course, I have to give my sister a shout out because she was so proud of this, and of course, it is adorable. My sister got me this little outfit. It's Cat and Jack, so from Target, and then these little shoes to go with it. And she said, like as soon as I opened it, she said, "Do I get the best gift award?" She's so cute. Good job, Alexis. I really like it. So cute. And lots of other cute clothes, like, look at this romper. My other sister is really into rompers. She really liked them when she had her kids. So she said she got this off of Amazon, this one, and then this green one she really liked too, which is cute. It doesn't have snaps at the bottom, which is kind of a thing for me, but because it buttons all the way down, it's not as hard to get off of them. I'm kind of well, I wouldn't even say I'm a weirdo about snaps at the bottom. It's just like you kind of have to have them because you're changing baby's diapers all the time and stuff. But if it doesn't have snaps at the bottom, it has to be easy to get off. So this one, because it buttons all the way down, should be pretty easy to get off. But she was a little worried about that. She's like, "There's no snaps at the bottom." I'm like, "It's okay." So I got a ton of stuff. It was so fun. I'm so glad and grateful to have all this stuff. And now I need to find a place for all this stuff, which is the hardest part. Is finding room. I don't know how you do it. I honestly, I guess I just need to like box up the bigger clothes and just put them in the basement until he can fit in them or something, because I just don't have enough room. So anyway, so much fun stuff. Cute stuff. If you have questions about any of the stuff you saw, let me know and I'll try to answer them, because it's kind of an array of where all this stuff came from. Bye Bye Baby was a popular one. Target, Amazon. So that's where most of this stuff is from. But if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna go and put this stuff away. Or maybe I'll just leave it here and crash on the couch for a few hours. Which is probably more likely. I'll probably get halfway through putting it away and then be too exhausted to finish. I don't know. This is what 34 weeks pregnant feels like, I guess. Almost 35 though. I'm basically 35. Oh my gosh, 35 weeks. He's gonna be here so soon. Holy cow!